Good morning, my brothers and sisters. It is August the 12th, 2020, and it's the 152nd day of the virus. And today we're going to talk about spiritual food insecurity, or more specifically, spiritual food security. And before we do that, we're going to just review for just a second how we got here. Yesterday, we talked about the work of belief. This is the work of God, that you believe in him whom he has sent. So the Lord leaves us a little bite, a little meat on the bone for us, and that is for us to believe. And he tells us, of course, that he's going to help us with that activity because it's primarily a work of God. So the belief of the believer is for some a difficult thing, a challenge. It's perhaps the hardest things that many do, and for some, belief is easy. And after this statement in John 6:29, the people who are unbelievers say, hey, we want a sign. If this is what you want us to do, we want a special sign. And even Moses gave signs to authenticate his prophetic office. And then Jesus says and reminds them that it wasn't Moses who gave bread from heaven, but it was my Father who gave you true bread from heaven. That's verse 32 of John chapter 6. And Jesus' point being regarding Moses, yeah, we can look to Moses, but more essentially, we're supposed to look to the activity of God, which is behind the activity of Moses. So even though Moses may be theoretically giving the bread, it's the Lord that's giving the bread in the desert. Okay, so today, let's start with verse 34 of John chapter 6. So they said, 33 says, for the bread of God is he who comes down from heaven and gives life to the world. Who wouldn't want that? And the people, verse 34, say, sir, give us this bread. And Jesus says to them, one of the most famous passages in the Bible, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me shall not hunger, and whoever believes in me shall never thirst. But I said to you that you have seen me and yet do not believe. 37, all that the Father gives me will come to me, and whoever comes to me I will never cast out. So let's get to our food security statement. So sometimes a term nowadays is that people may suffer from food insecurity, and the point of that is that there's some risk that those people will be hungry. Of course, we have another problem in our society, that there's also a risk for some that they won't be hungry enough, but that's not the point of today. The point of today is spiritual food insecurity. And verse 37, all that the Father gives me will come to me, and whoever comes to me I will never cast out. Think about what this might mean. If we think about this, that at a moment, you, listener, were given all that the Father gives me, from the Father to the Son, your name on let's say a piece of paper, given from the Father to the Son, saying that you will come to him, and then he is not going to drop you, and whoever comes to me will not be cast out. So this risk of spiritual food security and insecurity, he's saying you're going to be satisfied, it's going to be long term, and I'm not going to drop you. I've had the pleasure of knowing some people who walked faithfully until their dying breath. Some younger people and some older people. But all the way to the end, to wherever the ribbon that ran across their road, They walked faithfully all the way to the end, not dropped by Jesus. All that the Father gives me will come to me, and whoever comes to me I will never cast out. Then verse 38, for I have come down from heaven not to do my own will, but the will of him who sent me. And this is the will of him who sent me, that I should lose nothing of all that he has given me, but raise it up on the last day. So this is the will. If you want to know what the will of God is, here's at least one part of it, that Jesus, I should lose nothing of all that he has given me. So given to Jesus and then not lost. So a couple points from today. Number one, verse 35, I am the bread of life. It's the first of the 7 I am statements in the Gospel of John. Some people would criticize Jesus never said he was God. That's only criticism by people that don't read the Bible and don't understand it. Verse 35 basically saying is I am God. He's referring to Exodus 3:14. Other ones that that are forthcoming here are I am the light of the world, I am the door of the sheep, I am the good shepherd, I am the resurrection and the life, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and I am the true vine. Those are the 7 I am statements in John, and all of them are claims to be God. That's point number one. Secondly, is there is a work of God that God asks for us, and that is belief. This is the work of God, that you believe in him who he has sent. And don't worry, he's going to give us help. And then finally, with regards to spiritual food insecurity, he says, I'm all you need, I'm satisfying, I'm lasting, I call you, and verse 37, all who get called will come, and whoever comes I will never cast out. And then verse 39, I will lose nothing of all that he has given me. And he's going to refer to that later in the Gospel of John as well. So we have food security, if you will. We have spiritual food security when we come to the Lord. Amen.